Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. And I just need to ask one thing. Did you wash your hands before you click this video? So, mom. I thought so. It's a good thing I came prepared because I'm not here to play with this virus. Like, I'm not here for no germs, alright? I'm here for makeup and for fun. So go wash your hands and come back. Because when you come back, we have something really nice to review. So for today's video, we are going to be reviewing Miss Jeffree Star's Bloodlust palette. But that's not all. I couldn't help it. I always wanted to get one of his mirrors because they're so pretty, and I hope they have like great quality. I mean, it's a mirror, but still. I'm a purple. Purple is my favorite color, so I caved and I got the mirror as well. Now, I do want Miss Bloodlust to have her own moment in this video, so I am going to do my base, not off camera, but I will speed through it and I'll explain what I use as I go, and then we'll get into the full review of the palette and the mirror. BRB! So I'm starting off with my brows and I'm just combing through them with a spoolie. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe brow pomade in the shade Java. Taking some of that product and putting it at the back of my hand because it's just easier to work with. Then I'm going to lightly fill in my brows, give it a little shape and definition. Go back in with a spoolie and just spread that product throughout my brows. Now for face, I'm using the e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer. It's a really good affordable moisturizer. Rub that everywhere, press it in. Rub, rub, rub. Next, this is a new fave. This is the FARSALI liquid powder serum. It smells like mint. I love it. Just take like maybe 2 to 3 drops of that. Work it on my nose, my upper lip and my chin because those are my most problematic areas where foundation tends to separate the fastest. See how it leaves me matte. Next, I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is the original one to prime the rest of my face. I like to press in my skin prep. So now for foundation, I'm going in with the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation in the shade Cafe. This is a very full coverage and not to mention affordable foundation. It's $6 US, or if you're in Trinidad, it's at Wonderful World for like $35, I believe. You can see how full coverage it is. It's full of pigment. Feeling myself with this coverage. For concealer, I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is the original one in the shade C 10.5. Using that to highlight my face. Next, I'm going to take my sponge and just blend that out. This is a Real Technique sponge. Affordable and really good. And that Cupid's bow. Snatch that under eye all the way to my temple. To set that concealer, I'm going in with the COLOURPOP setting powder in the shade Banana. This is such a good and affordable powder as well. I believe it's like 10 or 12 US. Get my smile lines. That chinny chin, my Cupid's bow again. I laugh a lot during the day, so I have to get those smile lines. Bridge of my nose. Snatch the side of my nose to make it look like I can't breathe. My big old forehead. Next, I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie to just warm up my face a bit. So I'm just going around the peripherals of my face. Get that jawline. Thanks to quarantine, I have 3 chins now. Great. To wipe away that bake, I'm using my e.l.f. brush. This is such a good brush as well and so affordable. Wiping away that bake to leave that highlighted effect. Yes, I get excited for highlight. Going back in with that same COLOURPOP powder to carve out my jawline. And while that is baking for a few minutes, I'm gonna treat myself to a chocolate. Do a little chocolate dance and then wipe away that bake. To set everything, I'm using my BADESCU spray and going in with my little fan to dry it. Now that my base is done, I've just added on some lip balm because my lips were a little bit crusty. Let's get into the review now. So this is what the palette looks like. This is the unit carton it comes in. A nice hexagon box. You have a gold crown with dripping blood and the name of the palette running across the box. At the back of the box, you have the list of the ingredients to the top and the classic JSC logo with a serpent around it. When you open up the box, you have the palette inside, and it did come with a bumper around it, but I threw it away because it was destroyed in shipping. So this is what the actual palette looks like. It retails for $54 US. It has a nice soft velvet touch with that silver crown. To open it, you have this kind of jewel box clasp, which is very unique. I've never seen that in a palette before. And when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. It comes with that thick plastic protector, which we appreciate. And these are the actual shades here in the palette. So you see you have all of those shimmers. They're very, very blinding. And not to mention the mattes, they're very, very pigmented. Actual engravings on the eyeshadows, you can see they were very well thought of as they match very well with the names. So that's a cool touch. Here is the palette swatched on my arm. As you can see, you have a wide variety of mattes and shimmers. The shimmers are very blinding, and he did mention that Wet Jewel was a new formula. So you'll see me play with that in just a bit, but it's a very, very gorgeous palette. Now the crown mirror is also part of his Bloodlust collection. It comes in this lovely purple box. When you open it up, there's the mirror inside, very well protected. You can see the detail of the crown at the back of the mirror, and the quality of the mirror is very good. There's me, hey! So yeah, I like what I see. Now that you have seen the palette up close and you've seen swatches, let's dig in. Oh, palette condom, get rid of that. Still have the plastic over the mirror. Let's do it together. Yeah, I don't have a look in mind, but since this palette came out, this teal shade here called Vile Serpent has been calling my name, so I definitely want to play with that today. And some of this, which is called Pink Magic, that sounds nice. So let's just play around and see where we end up. To prime, I'm using the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C2. It's a very light shade, but because we're working with so much color, it'll make it pop even more, the eyeshadows. So let's go. Now I did order the P. Louise bases. I should get them by next Monday or Tuesday, so I can't wait to try it. They had a 40% site-wide sale over the weekend, so I was really grateful for that sale. I can actually buy a lot of the products to try. So I'm excited to see what is the hype about. Well, now that I've primed and I'm ready to go, I'm gonna dip into this shade here called Vile Serpent. It's this really pretty teal shade here which basically matches my wall. Now this palette is really heavy, so I don't see myself holding this to do my makeup, to be honest. She a big bitch, you know. So I'm gonna use my little Ricky mirror here. Bitch. I knew I wanted to play with this color. Look how gorgeous. And I mean, it's very pigmented. I think this is the first Jeffree Star eyeshadow I'm putting on my eyes. Yeah, I just realized that. First time I'm actually playing with his formula, so this is exciting me. Just creating the general shape right now, and after we'll blend it and, you know, finesse it. Feeling this raccoon vibe going on. Raccoons need love too, you know. So I'm gonna dip into this shade here called Hiking and just blow out the top of this teal shade. Raising my eyebrow as much as I can and blending out the edge of the teal shade with Hiking, which is very pigmented. I'm taking my time. There's no rush. Except that I have to make dinner and it's already 7 p.m. I just feel like with this whole quarantine thing, I've definitely lost all sense of time. Like, I don't even know what's the date today. I know it's Wednesday, but I don't know what date it is. Gonna keep blending. These shadows blend so well, like wow. Now to slightly soften this edge here, the purple edge, I want to go in with this shade here, which is like a kind of light gray in the pan. Same brush. Loving it. I feel a cut crease coming on. Let's do a cut crease, yeah. So I'm gonna go back in with the Makeup Revolution concealer that I primed with to cut the crease. I have my little flat brush here. Just take a little bit and start to stamp it across my crease. Now I do have deep set eyes, so I have to go above my natural crease to get that cut crease effect. And I just use my finger to blend out the edge of that concealer. Now we're gonna attempt the other eye and hope that I get it to be the same. Now that they look somewhat related, I don't know what to do with the lid. Oh, I know. This shade here called Pinking. Oh, give it to me, papi. I want it. Oh, flat brush. Okay, works better with your finger, but Just have to take your time with the brush. I know you see this. Just look at it. Man. Let's put some of wet jewel between purple and the teal and a little bit over the purple color, just for a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna just use my finger. Oh, she icy. Okay, I'm getting a little crazy, but oh, it's like wet looking. Just like I look directly at you and here is purple, but you could just see in the middle here there's a little situation, you know, there's a little spotlight going on right there. I really like it, if I never say so myself. So to spice up this look a little bit more, I added some rhinestones. I'm just going in with some lash glue here, making 4 little dots just under that teal shade where the crease actually cut, and I'm just pressing in the rhinestones with my finger as I apply with a tweezer. Rhinestones are on. I'm just gonna pop a lash off camera, be back really quick to finish up the eyes. I went ahead and put on, you know, just some everyday casual lashes. So let's finish up the under eye. In my waterline, I'm gonna add the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Blaze. It's a really pretty fuchsia color. Now we're gonna dip into the shade Royal Blood and just run that along my lash line, just like so. So just gonna stamp it along. Now I'm gonna dip into this color here, which is called Vivid Mood, and run it along that purple shade. Going back in with Wet Jewel for the inner corner. Better Than Sex mascara for the bottom lashes. I'm gonna pop some Wet Jewel on my brow bone as well, just right there. Yep. Now to finish up the rest of my face, I want to go in with the shade Royal Pain as my blush. We shall see. Has a lot. Wipe off this brush. To fix that, you just go in with your face powder. This is the BH Studio Pro powder in the shade 235. Just dialing it down a bit. For highlights, I'm going in with Fenty Beauty's Diamond Bomb in the shade How Many Carats. I like to apply this with my finger, so I just rub my finger, put it at the high point of my face, then blend it with a clean finger. So you can see there how shimmery and glittery this is. It's definitely not for an everyday look. To highlight the rest of my face, I want to use this shade here called Beauty Sleep. Love it. Oh, by the way, this lip liner is LA Girl Precision Lip Liner in shade Chocolate. For lipstick, I'm using the COLOURPOP Luxe lipstick in the shade CA Love. It's like my perfect nude almost. For gloss, I'm gonna go in with the Kathleen Lights ColourPop collab in the shade Nightlight. One of my favorite lip glosses ever because it's so pretty. It has like pink and purple glitter in it with a brown base. I actually have a backup of this. That's how much I love it. Oh, I like this lip combo a lot. Right, so let me just go fix my hair, come back, we'll discuss everything, and yeah, I'll give my final thoughts. So these are my final thoughts. The mirror, starting there, is a mirror. It's not much I could review. It's a gorgeous mirror. The quality of the actual mirror is very, very good. It feels lightweight, which is good. If you like collected mirrors, Jeffree Star mirrors, this is a good one. I mean, it's in the shape of a crown. That's very iconic. The actual eyeshadow palette, it's this velvet moment, has a jewel clasp. You know, the shades in here is stunning. They performed well, at least the ones that I use. Of course, I wasn't able to use all of the shades today, but I will keep you all posted with more looks and so on as I go along. But I think it's a really, really beautiful palette. It's gorgeous. I mean, I know the price is a little bit up there, but it's not like, you know, Natasha Denona pricing. So I think it's a really good price considering what you get. It's a really, really cool collector's item as well. He really, really did well with this palette and I'm glad to have it. So I think they're having a restock on the 27th of March of this Bloodlust collection. So if you do get it, you know, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. That's it for today's video. I hope you had fun. I know I did, creating this look, playing with this gorgeous palette. And be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, drop me a comment. I'm always glad to hear from you all. And also don't forget to check out my Instagram because I post a lot over there on my IG stories. I post a lot of like swatches, what's coming up. So please be sure to check it. I'll link my Instagram in the description box below, as well as I'll leave my handle somewhere on the screen. I hope you guys have a really safe quarantine. I'm sending you all good vibes during this time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!